I'm 22 years old. I believe in God. I'm a lesbian. Last year you may have noticed me here, working away my days and nights in the same building you yourself are working in. You may have been my friend. You may have known me very well. You may have known me very little at all. Did you notice that chip I carried on my shoulder like a stylish new fashion piece? Did you notice my eyes shift when I can't find the right words to tell you exactly what I want to say? 2 years ago, I was sitting in a psychiatrist's office in a strange room with a strange new doctor. I remember being so nervous I couldn't keep my hands still. The doctor looked at me and looked at his clipboard. "Do you have problems at home?" he said, in an Indian accent I almost couldn't understand. "Not really," I mumbled, from the crater of distance between us. That wasn't the right answer. He jotted more things about me on his papers. He stared at me, and I could feel his mind analyzing all my nervous flaws. "Do you pick at your fingers all the time?" I hadn't noticed I was doing this, and sat on top of my hands. "Oh, not all the time," I replied back. That day went by like all the others that year. Crazy, insane, neurotic. Soon I was on a new medicine. I had never been prescribed anything like this before, or ever. If I hadn't lost control, no one would ever know anything was ever wrong. I was driving places and not remembering how I arrived there. I was lost in trances of deep, depressing thoughts. I was seeing, hearing, feeling horribly disturbing images almost all hours of my days, and was fearful to close my eyes at night, knowing it was only a matter of time before something came to torment me. That alone was not the only reason I was afraid. I was afraid because in that same year, I was coming to terms with the lonesome feelings I had discovered from long ago. I was realizing I was in love. My love was not the kind people wrote songs about on the radio. That summer, I was forcefully sitting in a family meeting in our basement. I remember it well because my sister sat beside me, hugging her stuffed animal and sobbing. I remember telling her, "Please, do not leave me now." I remember because I had mentioned feminism and equality, and to my family, that meant baby-killing, war-causing sinner. My father showed me countless abortion videos, to which this day, I still cannot equate with my situation. I remember that night because my mother cried and told me it was her fault I was this way, because she was sexually abused by our much older female cousin. I came back here my junior year, blank, emotionless, and disturbed. I arrived my senior year with confidence to defy everything that was hurting me, to start again, to become new. You may have seen me walking down the halls. You may have heard my stories or shared in my joy when I felt the warmth of acceptance from the friends I have met in this very building. I have become reborn by love and compassion and that completely undeserving grace only God can provide. I have never been this happy before. I have never felt accepted or loved like this. I have never shown anyone my true reflection. I've always hidden my grief like it needed to be savored. I am grateful for the experiences that have seen me through to this day. I am glad I did not give up fighting for justice and what I believe is right, not only for myself, but for anyone else who has also felt afraid. I am 22. I am a recent MVNU graduate. My name is Lindsey Dawn Robinson.